Hey everyone, today I want to talk to you all about barriers. So, we all have barriers in our life and our training, in our health and our wellness, in our mindset. All of these things that we face time, frustration, anxiety, injury, maybe a certain workout that we can't complete in our training plan. And so I was listening to the Nike Trained podcast a couple weeks ago, and I was super inspired. And I had the thought to share this all with you guys because it was really, really powerful. So they said on the Nike Trained podcast that the thing about barriers is when you push them, when you run them down, you redefine what is possible. So think about that a minute. You redefine what is possible. So, how many of us have looked at barriers in our running, barriers in our health, our life, as obstacles, as things that we can't get over, or we can't tackle, or we can't run down, or we can't challenge ourselves with? I know I have. And when that happens, I feel stuck and frustrated and lost and upset. And what if we change that? What if we change that thought to how could I redefine what is possible for me? How could I redefine this barrier to, instead of being a barrier, being an opportunity? So I want to talk to you about a couple ways that you can do that in your running. So the first one is redefining the barrier of boundaries. So we all know that we have boundaries. We have boundaries with our training where we have it set in certain times of our week. And we all know that sometimes those boundaries we don't keep, right? Oh, there's a friend and wants to do something on a Saturday morning. Maybe they want to go to brunch and I know I should do my long run, but I'll go to brunch instead. So, what I'm encouraging you to do is redefine what's possible for yourself with boundaries. Keep your boundaries, set your boundaries in training, and see what happens. It's not an easy task, but try it out and see what starts to happen. You'll be really surprised that as you keep your boundaries in your training, the boundaries in other areas of your life and health and fitness and wellness will also start to be really, really secure. And as we keep boundaries, we feel more in control. We also feel as if our training is really on the track and path that we want. And ask people to support you in those boundaries. Okay, so that's number one. The second one is to really redefine what's possible with your sleep and energy. Really focus on getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night, especially when you're training, and see how that redefines your energy during the day. As you focus on that and are intentional about your sleep, what happens during your day is that you are more able to look at barriers in the mindset or in the eye of an opportunity versus a barrier. The third thing is to indulge. So, oftentimes when we're training, we want to be really strict about what we eat and really, saying no to certain foods. But what I want to encourage you to do is when you're feeling the need to have chocolate or have a donut or have one of the things, maybe a drink, that you indulge yourself. Now, when I say indulge, I don't mean go crazy. I mean have, one piece of chocolate or half of a donut or one drink, not 20, right? But you'll be surprised as you indulge. What you're training your mind to do is allowing yourself permission to have these things so that when you're wanting them, you're receiving that permission, you're putting that into action, and then you don't go crazy, right? Because you're not restricting yourself. So that's the third thing. The fourth thing is to celebrate. So redefine what's possible for yourself by celebrating. Celebrate the little things in your training. Celebrate the momentous, event of you working out when you didn't want to. So celebrate those in your running. Celebrate the fact that you completed another race, even if it wasn't a PR. Okay? Celebrate and redefine what celebration means to you. And then lastly, have fun. So in your training, it's really easy to get really strict and dictate what is happening every day at every moment so that you can get your training in. But I encourage you to have fun. So, really redefine how your training plan is and redefine what training has to be for you. What would happen if you did that? What would happen if you let go of the strictness of the insane structure and allowed yourself to have fun? So, these are a lot of questions and food for thought. So, I encourage you to redefine what is possible for yourself and redefine the barriers that you're setting for yourselves and really just see them as opportunities. If you need support with this, contact me, DM me. I would love to set up a time to have a powerful coaching session with you and talk about how we can do this together. Have a great day, guys.